Life is full of choices. Do you choose the right hand or the left? Where would the coin be? Or are both empty? Choices. And of course, at the moment, we seem to have less choices than usual. So many of our freedoms are limited. The lockdown has made the choices of what we do a little bit smaller. And yet we still have choices to make. How we fill our time, how we care for our family and our friends, how we shop safely, how we live the Christian life in new and strange times. Choosing one thing normally means rejecting the other. We can't be in two places at once, though I suppose technology can help us to be sort of at home and here in this church. But for all the power of technology, we can't do everything. We can't have everything. We can't be everywhere. And if we try, then we will destroy this planet by our overuse. So choosing one thing normally means rejecting another. And being chosen is like that too. Remember being chosen for a team, the school football team or whatever, or not being chosen, left on the sideline, feeling disappointed. And sometimes we think about God choosing in that way. We think that if we're being chosen by God, surely that means that someone else isn't being chosen. They are, in effect, being rejected. But God doesn't work like that. The amazing thing about God's choice is that it can include us all, if we want it to. God choosing us doesn't mean God rejecting other people. His mercy and compassion reaches out to everyone. We began our worship with some words from the first letter of Peter, which spoke about Jesus, the living stone, that was rejected by people, but chosen by God. And now we have a short second passage from that letter, which speaks about being chosen by God to be a light in the world. And Elizabeth continues that reading.
But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's own people, in order that you may proclaim the mighty acts of him who called you out of darkness into his marvellous light. Once you were not a people, but now you are God's people. Once you had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. Thanks be to God.